This particular project, ownership was aware that they were going to have to replace this roof. In addition to that, the lender is also requiring it. What are the phases of the CAPEX process? So phase one is getting the scope of work. So I don't just rely on my own expertise. We also, at CAPEX Partners, we have a construction expert. In addition to that, we engage with a flat roof expert. So we're using multiple parties, multiple opinions in getting the scope of work, and then we get it approved by ownership. This is all before we send out that scope to potential contractors that are gonna work on this project. Once the scope of work is approved, phase two is now we engage with the contractors. We're gonna get as many proposals as possible. On a normal project for multifamily, we're gonna get 2, possibly 3 estimates, but for a project over $1 million, for a project this size, we're gonna get at least 5. In this case, we got 7 proposals from 7 different roofing contractors. So once the scope is approved, phase one, by the ownership, we then send it out to these contractors, and now the negotiating, the leveraging, and then every contractor has their own expertise, has their own opinion on what's best for the roof. So it's quite the process in phase two. Narrow it down to 2 contractors and then let them kind of fight it out to see who's gonna be best for the job. Always have a backup contractor just in case something falls through with the contractor that ownership chooses, or maybe availability. There's a lot of moving parts to this process. So phase three is what you're seeing today, is the boots on the ground, on-site project management, which will go on for at least 2 months, possibly more. So in multifamily roofing, you will have projects where the HVAC units are up on the roof, and not just flat roofing, but I think you've seen them on pitched roofs as well. Even on slanted roofs, they'll have the HVAC units on top. When you're doing a roof project, you're wondering, okay, how do we get around that? So the crew will move these HVAC units as they go. Problem with that is, especially on these older units, is that they might become disconnected, they might damage something, and they might not be working anymore, especially if they're fragile. So CAPEX Partners offers a in-house HVAC technician, as they go, can repair these HVAC units. And in this particular case, this is a lender required repair as well. What a great opportunity to go ahead and check the HVACs, do some service and maintenance, and if they do need to be replaced, we definitely add that to our list. But doing this as you go knocks out 2 birds with 1 stone. For your next deal, be sure to get CAPEX Partners involved as early as due diligence, as early as you know you're shopping for a deal. We'll go on property tours with you, we'll do the due diligence for you, and we'll manage your important CAPEX projects.